been great, but we are alive, and that's all we can ask for these days. Let me get this set up. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Oh my gosh, look at that! Already coming in. What's going on, Shior? It's crap. What are we drinking? You want me to drink some water? I actually just made a drink because this weekend has been rough. So I'm going ahead and try that. Wow, you're still sick. I know it's only been a couple of days, but holy moly, man. Yeah, I have not felt good this week either. Had to work this day, but it's Monday. You got to getting better. Take some meds, get some rest. Yeah, I wasted my whole weekend this week. Yeah, that has been quite some time since you mentioned that. It's been a rough week for you, I hear. What's going on, Sleep Easy? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is today we're making Sleepy's favorite country's food. Apparently, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. I decided to add some of these countries I'd never seen in my life. Where the jerk chicken? So, jerk chicken is not from Zimbabwe. Yeah, racist jerk. Jerk chicken is from Jamaica. Okay? So get that right. But today, we making Sadza and Nyama. So basically, like, Sadza is like a cornmeal almost. It looks like grits, but it's not grits. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like fufu at all. It kind of looks more like grits to me. What's going on here, bro? But it's I can read the description actually. It'd be easier to just read the description of it. Nyama is beef stew. It's basically beef stew. It's made of... Oh. What the heck, bro? What the heck? Bro, Sleepy, I don't know how you get confused with freaking Africa and Jamaica, okay? That just says something about you, my friend. But we're making... It's like beef stew with like a starch made of corn meal, which is like, it's called mealy meal, but it's like maize meal instead. Being a house husband. Good. Somebody got to be a house husband, bro. That cosplay that you had was killing it, though. But yeah, we're making Zimbabwe food. Beef stew, kind of like mashed potatoes, but it's made of corn, I guess. It's like a starch that they eat with it. It's not necessarily fufu, but it's pretty close, I think. Nah, not really. But it's a starch. It's a starch. We might actually eat this hot chip today too. I know. Oh, do some yard work. Go ahead and do that. I know it's hot out there. I don't know if we want to eat this hot chip today. My body ain't feeling it, but we might give it an attempt. I know Sleepy really wanted to do it. He even prepared it by buying a bunch of milk and ice cream sandwiches and stuff. But shoot, we'll see if we can do this. Because I've been not feeling the greatest. I actually had like a crazy anxiety attack yesterday. It was painful. I went all the way out to the grocery store, and it was actually really bad. I had an anxiety attack at the grocery store, which was rough because I've never really had one in public before. Every time I've had it, it's been at home. What's going on, Chris Nicholas? So it hasn't been too impactful, but yeah, yesterday was bad, pretty bad. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if my body can handle it. My body's still recovering from yesterday, so we'll see if I want to do this chippy chip. I gotta do this hydrate for Senor Shior. I think alcohol makes it better. I hadn't had alcohol since I got back from Houston, which is has it been a couple weeks now? I think it's been like a week and a half. And that might be partially why been tripping a little bit. Is that everything I need? I think so. Make some beefy stewies. I should roll the wheel too, actually, for next week. Unless somebody wants to add some more countries to it before I spin it. Because it is getting bare. Once it hits Vatican City, it's gonna be like the whole thing is gonna be missing a big chunk of the wheel. I gotta manually add stuff soon, actually, before it gets nasty. Where is my wheel? Let me see if I can bring that out. Weighted wheel spinner. There we go. It's still got some. We've got the Hidden Leaf, Narnia, Poland, Mongolia. I think did Sleepy put Mongolia on there too? I don't remember putting that on there. Hakama, Vietnam, Peru, Greece, India, Thailand, Spain, and Belgium. I forgot Shior wanted Belgium on there for the waffles. For the waffles. Because I can't think of anything else I'd be able to make from there. At least off the top of my head. I like this though. I like doing all of these other countries and whatnot because like this one is I learned something new when I was going through all the foods that they have in Zimbabwe. One of them was like mealworms, which I obviously am not going to make because I am deathly afraid of worms. But it was one of their most popular dishes, so it was very tempting, very, very tempting. Like if it was like grasshoppers or something off the wall, a little bit less towards my fears, I think I might have done it. But worms, I cannot do. I cannot. Because I'm willing to try some of these harder things to make as long as I can find the ingredients. Maybe able to find grasshoppers somewhere out there. Because there are like plenty of not restaurants, but stores, international markets and stuff. And I can't see why they wouldn't have like a Ziploc bag of crickets somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to do for anything that gets wild, though. Yeah, as long as I can find ingredients to make stuff, it's not that bad. I've actually been contemplating doing a new series. Actually going ahead and make actual content one of these days. I was thinking about doing, starting up a series rating instant ramen. I feel like that's not really like a newer concept because there's got to be someone who's done it. Maybe I'm just not. That's not in my like TikTok algorithm or anything like that. So I haven't really seen it, but there's got to be someone who's done it before. If not, like I feel like that's actually like a kind of cheap way to create a series of content that is actually like I can continue on doing it while not spending too much money. Like I want to do like visiting every restaurant on the strip or like trying to go places that cost money all the time, right? I feel like that's a little bit too much though. I don't got the money to sustain that. But trying like instant ramens, which should be fairly cheap for the most part. I don't think there's some instant ramen are ridiculously expensive. I don't know how it got to that point. Because I used to remember, I guess it's like Top Ramen used to be what everyone's go-to poor person meal. Everybody, when they think of instant ramen, they think of like Top Ramen. Maruchan, stuff like that. That's kind of their go-to and whatnot. But nowadays, there's so many different variations that cost off the wall amounts of money. Some of them, like, I actually bought a pack of ramen, one giant pack of ramen. I thought it was, actually, I probably show it. Let's see. Let me chop up this bell pepper first. But it's a pack of ramen that I bought. And it was on sale, so I was like, I want to try different ones. I bought it. Turns out this thing is, I thought it was more than one pack in there. I didn't read the label, but it's one pack of ramen that comes with a bunch of all of these smaller things in it. Like different compartments, different packets for different flavors, I guess. But I was like, what the heck? I thought it was one pack. I was going to make it today for lunch, but I ended up changing my mind because I thought it was going to be simple to make. This thing has like a billion different parts to it, and the instructions don't even help. I don't know if the other stuff is mandatory and whatnot, but it comes with so many different packets. Let me see if I can find it here. Grab this noodle. This giant packet thing. I thought this was more than one pack. It cost me like $3. I was like, what the heck? Because if it came with like two, I'd be okay. Because like $1.50 a pack, you know. I'm pretty frugal when I go shopping nowadays. If I see something on sale, I'm going to like open it up. Or find something with it. But it's like this. It's called Liu Zhu Lu Sen Fen Oil Cilantro flavor. I was like, oh look, it's a big pack. It looks like a bag of chips almost. Brought it home, poured this crap out, and this is everything that came out of it. I was like, what in the world is all of this? And then if you read the instructions, it literally doesn't tell you anything. Zoom, stop. There you go. Place noodles in water. Bring to boil. Cook for 12 minutes. 12 minutes also is a very long time. After the rice, scoop them into a bowl. Add soup bag and stir evenly. Add seasoning bags. Pour about boiling of hot water. Mix well. Yeah. That mentions like 3 things inside of this pack that came with it. Like, what about all of this other stuff that's in here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs of stuff. Like what? Where did all of this stuff come from? And why aren't they on the instructions? It doesn't tell me what to do with the rest of this stuff. Now, I can infer like this pickled cowpea and cowpea. It actually says cowpea on it. Not P-E-E, but P-E-A. I don't know what cowpea is. But I know what pickled radish is. But, like, what about... I feel like that you put a top vinegar bag, you add some vinegar, sure. Coriander bag, you know. Topping, sure. Chili oil, okay. But then there's... What is this? This doesn't even say it in English, but I'm guessing it's soybean. But I don't know where you put that in. And what is this one? Snail soup. Okay. Oh, this is snail? Pickled bamboo. I love pickled bamboo. But still, like, what the heck? Modulated dry rice flour. Like, what is this, though? A yuba bag. There's no mention of a yuba bag on the instructions. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? It looks like cheese, though, but it's puffed. I don't know. I don't know. I bought this expecting not this, but it looks very extravagant. So, you know, it brought me to realize that maybe I can make something out of this. Maybe I can try all of these different types of noodles and post it. See if it'd be interesting. I got to work on a rating system, though. My idea was We do noodles, like the noodles, the way the noodles taste. The soup or the broth slash broth, the toppings, and then like the relative price or price in general. I think those criteria make a good like criteria to rate it off of. Because like there's so many different types of ramen out there. I have my biases and I have my nostalgia picks. Like Mi Mama is definitely one of my favorites. But it could be that it's just that I had it a lot as a kid and it brings back nostalgia more than anything. But also it is actually much better than some like the Maruchans and the Nissens, like the basic ones at least. The one that I think tastes the most like actual ramen would be Nissin Rao, Roah, Nissin Rao. If you ever wanted an instant ramen that tastes really good, you gotta try that one. It's like a green pack. And even though it's ramen or instant ramen, it tastes very, very close to regular ramens that you can buy in like restaurants and stuff. I've never tried the ones that you can buy, the Ichiran ones. I've always wanted to try it, but they're like $30 a pack for it. Like, I can get a bowl of ramen for half that price, like an actual bowl of ramen for half that price. So why would I buy the instant ramen? I could just buy the actual ramen. But if I'm going to do this series, I'm going to have to give that one a try. I think I can buy that one somewhere in Vegas. I know that I was able to buy it out in Hawaii, but that's because they're super close to Japan and whatnot. I'm not entirely sure if I could do that here, though. But I've always wanted to try it. So it gives me an excuse to go out and buy it without feeling super bad about wasting all of my money. I think my first one I want to try is keeping it simple, doing the Mi Mama, since that one is universally good. Like it's like it creates a good baseline of the noodles to start, because like it's not bad, but it's not like mind blowing. Maybe it is to some people, but then there's like different flavors too that I can go into, so I would never run out of ideas. Because one day I already tried the pork one. I can try the duck one, and then I tried the tom kha one, which isn't my favorite actually, or tom kung one. That one's not my favorite. It's good, but not for me. The pork and duck one are my two favorites. I think that might have been one reason why I was having anxiety attacks. I thought of a new idea, then realized that I actually have to put in some work to get it to happen, and thought of all the things I needed to do, and it just kind of overwhelmed me. Possibly. But after that, my head is feeling like my head's swollen. It's been swollen for a couple. It's not like I have a headache, but it's like I'm about to have a headache type of thing. And I don't like that feeling. Definitely looking at tickets to Japan, though. It's starting to get pretty not super expensive. Because it started. Looks like my lease is up in October. I could have sworn my lease was up in. Wait, am I stupid? When's B's birthday? It is in October, right? Okay, I might be dumb. Totally forgot when B's birthday was. It has to be October, now that I think about it. Because then it gives me actually some time to find a good time to go down to Japan. I wonder what kind of festival Japan has in like November. Because that's what I'm thinking. That because I can move in October and then plan going to Japan in sometime in November, or I can go in October. But it's scary, like worrying about moving, and then also like having to worry about my vacation to Japan and whatnot. It is a little bit scary. What's going on, Rome? What's good with you? I seen you made yourself back in Twitch, even though you're on Facebook right now. So you're trying to make a comeback on Twitch again, bro. I already told you what you need to do, bro. You need to start being way more consistent. You be in and out all the time, bro. I get it. But you got a new job and stuff, so you had a new job. Now you gotta stay consistent, bro. Gotta stay consistent. Yeah. I've been chilling. Just got my ass back from Houston and whatnot. Had to fix your OBS. Good. I don't know what happened, but glad you got it fixed. I just came back from Houston. I hear that you guys want to come down there to Houston too at some point next year for DreamCon. DreamCon was dope, man. DreamCon was dope. It'd be nice to get everybody to go down there. Cause I ain't seen y'all in a minute. And going to everybody meet up there would be kind of dope. Did I dress normal? I dressed as Ghetto from Jujutsu Kaisen. I wanted to be Ghetto, but I totally messed it up, right? I asked the people I went down there with to buy me a Black and Mild. They didn't know what a Black and Mild was, so they didn't get it. And I wanted to put some aluminum foil in my teeth to and then carry around some dice. Because Ghetto, Ghetto is Ghetto. But yeah, it ruined it. I just looked like I was just wearing a do-rag with the Ghetto fit. And it just looked like I was cultural appropriation when I was really trying to be slick with it, So, but I did cosplay a little bit. I felt bad because all I had was a do-rag in a Ghetto cosplay, and I was trying to be Ghetto, but it just didn't work out that way. So I messed up big time. But like, how you not know what a Black and Mild was? You're gonna need a mansion at this rate. What do you mean you need a mansion? Like Rags and stuff said that he wants to go down there to Houston for it. The DreamCon was really fun though. It was did a bunch of cool activities. It's not like your average weeb kind of place either, because like it's also Black culture. So you got to see a bunch of cool stuff. You listen together, yeah, bro. It's like there was some crazy stuff going on there, and you got to see. I guess it's a big like streamer, influencer kind of con nowadays. So you get to see all the people that are cool, like RDC. Meg Thee Stallion was there. I thought she wasn't gonna go because a bunch of stuff on the line with Twitter drama and whatnot. They didn't show up. Yeah, I mean, we can get a bunch of people into one place together. It was a lot of goodness gracious, bro. I wish I had the confidence to talk to some of them though, but it was just like a lot of people were just trying to get some clout. A lot of people were just like not even doing anything cool. They were just like trying to chase streamers and influencers, trying to get pictures with them and stuff. So it was I couldn't really talk to them some there, but some of them was legit though. Some of them was real. Like some of the panels we went to, there was like a waifu panel we went to, and they were very, very passionate about their waifus. So many people were there was a girl who actually won like the debate contest, I want to call it, about waifus and stuff. And she was a true gooner. Like legit, she was a true gooner. She wasn't playing no games when it came to gooning. And she was actually cute. She was actually really cute. But one thing I would say is apparently black people don't watch Freeman, which is crazy to me. Everybody was booing me when I said Freeman was the best anime, and everybody just booing me. I felt bad, but because everybody loves solo leveling and whatnot, but they didn't know nothing about Freeman. That hurt my soul. But it's a good con. It's a good con. I don't know if they're gonna do anything about it, but like there was like a fight that broke out. Security wasn't the greatest. They were just like come through, because there was so many people. But it was dope. It was dope. But usually when you go to those kind of cons, you know, you make fun of the white nerds that are going around, and you just making fun of them. Well, this time it's just a bunch of black nerds. They all over the place. I didn't realize how many there were. But it was fun. It was fun. All right, bro. I appreciate you coming through, showing love. I'll holler at you, see you around, bro. I kind of felt my element, though, at least. Like, I'm kind of used to being around black people and living in Vegas. I really don't see black people like that no more. So I kind of felt like home, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, people who speak like me, talk like me. I wouldn't say dress like me because I don't even know how I dress. I've been trying to work on my wardrobe, trying to figure out what kind of works best for me. And rejig my stuff because I'm looking like a scrub most of the time nowadays. And a lot of my clothes have holes in it. I realized that some of my clothes that I've been wearing is like close to 20 years old. I have a pair of shorts that I've been wearing for close to 20 years. And I need to throw they got holes in it and whatnot. I need to throw that away. I know I'm frugal, but sometimes I gotta realize that, you know, I can't be that frugal. Frugality can only take you so far. I need to change up my style and buy clothes. That's one of the things, like, as a kid growing up, when my parents bought me clothes, all of my clothes for me, like, I would cherish them with all my heart, you know what I mean? I would wear them to the end of time. They got holes in it. They about to fall apart. They all stringy and whatnot. I'd still wear it. And I kind of live by that to this day. So, I don't know. I got to get out of that mentality. I never actually buy clothes like that. I don't ever really go, like, clothes shopping. But I think I kind of need to. I got to change up my style. Because I'm not really digging it. There's that Fruit poster. I showed it kind of last week, okay? I showed it off kind of last week. I don't know if you saw, but I showed it off kind of. All right, I'll show it off, though. While I'm cutting meat. Perfect timing, eh? Let me go grab it. Let me go grab it. Hang it on the fridge. No, I got it on the wall for my stream setup, kind of. I think I'm going to move my stream setup back to my room to make it a little bit, I don't know, I don't like the lighting out here when I stream. I look too pale. I look so pale. But here is my free thing that Bong got me for it. Yes. I had to censor it, okay? I had to censor it. I didn't realize that it actually showed some down here. So I had to censor this too. It's like those flip books that you used to read as a child. When you would go through and be like, the cow goes what? And you flip it and it goes moo. It's kind of like that, except for my Freeman poster. If I wanted to see something, I flip it. You know what I mean? No. We know Flippy today. Not today. You know what? We can put it up right here, okay? We can put it up here. I hate that. I've already said this when I was down there. I said it a billion times. I hate the fact that they had nothing but lewd material for Frieren. But that's also when I found out that black people just don't mess with Frieren like that. Which blows my mind. Because Frieren is awesome. Best anime all time, you know what I mean? But no, all they had was lewd merch. I was actually a little bit disappointed at the some of the merch haul stuff. First off, the layout was kind of butts. There was a one mouse pad thing I wanted to buy, but I was gonna buy it with Vang, but he already bought his because I wanted to get the deal because it's expensive. It was like $60 for it, which is a little pricey, a little bit out of my price range for those kind of things. But it was a really nice Frieren one, and I was gonna go ahead and grab it, but you know, it wasn't on sale. It wasn't a deal, so ended up not spending any money at the merch haul. Merch haul is very disappointing. Almost zero Frieren merch to begin with. This is all I got. Okay, and that was because Ryan bought it for me, even though I didn't want it. He bought it for me. He bought it in my name, in my spirits. Because oh my gosh. Why is it so much lewd stuff of Frieren? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's pretty, don't get me wrong. It's pretty, but my goodness. Like, if they put that on like a body pillow, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. I don't think I can't even use a body pillow though. I realized I used to sleep on a twin mattress. Or not a twin mattress, a full mattress. But then I was like, you know what? I don't need a full mattress, you know? Because, you know, I'm a small person. I don't need a full mattress. Then I realized, once I got my little twin mattress, I was like, yeah, this should be good. I have now learned to realize that it's actually small. Way too small. Even for me, as someone my size, I sleep pretty wild. And I think I need to go back to using a full mattress at this point. My blanket is always falling off the bed and whatnot. I know it's just a place to sleep, but man, I might have to upgrade back up. I need my room to sleep. So I can't imagine people who are much taller and bigger than me sleeping on a twin mattress. I get it. Let's see. We gonna put this meats away. How much meat do I want to make today, actually? Still like that much. I think that's fine. Say this for later. Warm this up, sautés. Whew. Man, there's some crazy protests going on in LA, which is kind of sad because there are two concerts that are coming out this week, or not this week, this month, that I was contemplating going to visit LA for. But with how everything's been going down in LA, it's going to be hard for me to go. It might even get canceled at this point. I wanted to go see Lisa, which is the anime singer who does a lot of like very popular anime. She's still relevant to this day. And like the 24th, she has a concert going on down there at the YouTube theater. You know, and the tickets aren't even expensive. The ticket's like $40. And then like a trip to LA, I think if I took the bus, is like $40. Or not $40, $25, something like that. And it's only a 4-hour trip. But all the stuff that's been going on out there in LA, it makes it hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Which sucks. Especially, I mean, the protests themselves are really wild. It's really wild. But I want to go see Lisa. It was one of my one of the things I've always wanted to do. Go see like an anime, or not even just an anime concert. I wish she did one here in Vegas. That would have been so dope. But she's only doing like 7 cities in like New York, Chicago, and then 2 in LA, which would have been dope for me to go to. But it's like, it's kind of scary. I don't even know if it's going to go on. Remember that Officer Jenny? Yeah, she was actually, personally, if you want to go all around, Officer Jenny was my favorite all around. Jinx was cute. She had the best face. But the Officer Jenny was like all around the best one. Why do you ask, sir? Why do you ask? Oh, I see. Oh, there's no light, but good enough. I've been tired and hungry and tired, or the return is not coming fast. What? Oh, wow. No way you no way. January, another Capricorn? Hey, we can't handle more Capricorns. There's too many Capricorns as it is. We need to stop, okay? It's already too much. It's all right. You're going to celebrate next month. You're going to have a little bit of fun, a lot of bit of fun. For the babies. I forgot to send happy birthday to young Cam Dang. It's my fault. I was not in my right mind this weekend or last week. I do apologize. Yeah, right mind. Oh, possibly Aquarius. Nobody wants an Aquarius. True. He had a mega dirty mind. Nah. What's going on, Oblivion? Hugging with your own. No, was that last week? That was last week, wasn't it? A week and a half ago. No. On the 6th. The 6th was like this weekend. This weekend I was not feeling well. It was just Houston. I only went to Houston. all the above. No, Houston was fun. I was talking to Rome about it. The Houston Dream Clown was really fun. Met up with Sleepy. Got to see Sleepy, the average salary man. I've never seen what he looked like, but he looked exactly what I thought he looked like. Ooh, you've been sick. Yeah, because you were asking when I streamed on last Friday, and I streamed last Friday, and you show up, so I was like, somebody happened. I feel that everybody been sick. It's kind of crazy. But Houston was fun. Met up with Hero. I've seen Hero before. He used to live in Wisconsin. Kicked it with him. He showed us a good time. Stayed at his house for one day because oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. The Airbnb place. that we booked, he didn't know that we were coming that Thursday night. So the house was not clean, like legit not clean. Hero, yeah, he's pretty, okay? Hero's pretty. He's pretty. But yeah, it was so not clean. I think I got pictures of it. Numu sent me the picture. Oh yeah, I saw Numu that weekend. I seen what he looked like before, just never seen him in person. But we got to see everybody, really. It was pretty cool. Besides Oblivion. Oblivion says he's coming next year, so that'll be fun. But yeah, the Airbnb place that we booked was not ready for us. The place was super dirty. Let me see if I can find the pictures, actually. Let me chop this up first. Numu sent them to me, and I was like, holy. It was pretty bad. At first, I was like, yeah, it's okay. Don't sweat it, man. We're just gonna we're just gonna sleep here for the night because it's not that big a deal, right? Don't sweat it. And man, was I wrong. That crib was not the cleanest. Okay, let me see. Man, I need lights for that, but there was like blood everywhere. Oh my gosh. There were dead flies all over the place. Oh, crap. Like, this is the corner of the house. There was one corner of the house that just had dead flies everywhere. What else was there? One of the rooms had like some lashes just chilling on the corner here. I'm like, what the heck? Wow, Oblivion actually giving Hero some compliments. What? We did ask for a discount. We did ask for a discount. He gave us like $200 back. So some money back. It was all right. It did some blood on the freaking drapes of the bathroom. Okay, you said you about to throw up. I'm not going to show the rest of them. There was like piss stains on one of the comforters, bro. I was like, oh my gosh. One of the pillows had like, let me get this. There you go. One of the pillows had somebody's full face makeup on it. Like, you can see exactly what they look like from the freaking like imprint that they made on their pillow. It was pretty wild. All right. When you come back, I'll show you. Nah, I believe it. I was saying earlier, I had an anxiety attack this weekend, so I was not feeling good whatsoever because I'm still kind of reeling from it, to be honest. Not feeling 100%. But I am looking forward to going back next year. If the homies actually go. If all the homies go, it's gonna be so lit, as the kids say, you know? The littiness. It was definitely feeling like a unk the whole time I was there. But it was a lot of fun. Regardless. Even the anime bar that Hero took us to, it was a good time. I didn't expect it to be as good of a time as it was. I mistakenly guessed that one of the bartenders' cosplays. Thought she was Violet from Violet Evergarden, especially since the new Violet movie came out. I have not actually watched it. I need to watch it because Violet Evergarden is probably one of the most beautifully animated shows that I've ever seen. I'd say it's better animated than Demon Slayer. It just doesn't have like the super flashy scenes that Demon Slayer has, and it's like more of a psychological drama anime than, so it's not like super well known, or it doesn't really appeal to everybody. It's not an anime for everybody, but it is crazily animated. It's beautiful. So I gotta watch that one. I gotta watch that anime or that movie. And then I saw that the Infinity Castle is coming out this year too for Demon Slayer. I'm gonna have to go watch that as well. Even though I'm not like a super duper huge Demon Slayer fan, I know that it is one that is highly regarded, and I love the animation. Watching that, like that honestly is worth watching in theaters just because of how well it's animated. Like I went to watch the Mugen Train into the Hashira Village arc or whatnot in theaters when it came out, and that was worth it. It was the first time I went to the movie theater since Mockingjay 2 or 1 actually. Hunger Games, Mockingjay 1. So it'd been like 15 years, 10, 15 years since I've been to the movie theaters. And I watched that. It's like, I don't consider that a movie, because it's not really a movie. Especially because it's like a repeat of, oh no, it was not the Mugen Train, it was the entertainment district into the Hashira arc. That was like a couple years ago. Like, I can't consider that an actual movie though. So I still say that I have not gone to the movie theater to watch a movie in 15 plus years. I've probably been close to 20. How long ago was that actually? When was the last time Hunger Games Part 1 came out? Hunger Games Part 1 movie. That came out 2014. That's been 10 years. 10 years since I've been to the movie theater to watch an actual movie. That's pretty wild. I don't even know if they have a movie theater here. Now that I'm thinking about it. There probably is. There's got to be a movie theater somewhere around here in Vegas. But who comes to watch a movie theater when there's so many other great shows to see? But I will go to a movie theater to watch the Infinity Castle. I think. I want to, at least. I'm just gonna have to find a theater that is closest to me. Whatever one is by me, at least. Alright. I think this meat and carrots are nice and seared. Got to throw in the tomatoes. Get the tomatoes in there. This kind of stew actually seems a little bit more healthy too. There's not too much like salt and all of these extra seasonings. And I use kale. They said I could use cabbage or kale. And I'm using kale. So it might be a little healthier, you know? Whatever happened to kale being like super healthy and people used to eat kale left and right? Doesn't seem to be as popular as it was before, at least. Maybe just me. And the seasoning in this is actually surprisingly really light. It's just curry powder, salt, and allspice, which I'm down for. I like simplicity. Makes it easier to cook as well, actually. I don't know how I'm supposed to put in, but I'm just putting enough to make it feel like I think would make a difference. And then allspice. And some salt. Ooh. I guess with how close the proximity is to Africa, I guess from the India, I can see why curry powder is used in a lot of their cuisine. It was actually kind of difficult for me to figure out what I wanted to make today because Zimbabwe. But, you know, I chose actually the easiest recipe. Because I wasn't going to find mealworms anywhere. And, you know, I'm not going to mess with no mealworms to begin with. Actually, I might have tried it. I might have tried some mealworms. If I could find some, at least. I've always wanted to try doing, like, not Survivor, but what is the other one? Fear Factor? Fear Factor. I've always said that if I was on Fear Factor, I would win that hands down until they put me in a coffin with a bunch of worms. Then I would give up immediately. But before then, like any other the eating stuff, like cow penis or like Tesco's Colorado oysters, all of that stuff, I gobble that up easily. But then you go and put me in a box of worms, and I can't do anything. It's over for me. Like, but eating anything, it's over. I have no problems doing it. But you know, climbing across like a tall building on a tightrope, things like that, easy peasy. And I'm light. But as soon as they always have something to do with worms too, which I don't get. Now, I don't think a lot of people have like a giant fear of worms like I do, but like, yo, that is my like Achilles heel, not Achilles heel. I can't read my own handwriting. Would I eat a spider? Yes, I'd eat a spider. I've eaten one of those. So I think I've been to one of those trick, not those gag stores where they sell like a bunch of like random stuff that are like mostly gaggy, where they sell spiders, cockroaches, and stuff, and it's fried up. And I bought one of the tarantula ones. It wasn't like a big tarantula, but it was like a fairly decent sized one. It was like, and it came dried up and fried in a not a Ziploc bag, but a baggie, a small baggie you can call it. And I ate it. All it tasted like was hair. It was like hairy and crunchy. It didn't taste like anything. If you're saying like raw, I don't know. If it's like crawling and stuff, if I killed it ahead of time, yeah, sure, I can eat it. But I wouldn't be able to just pop one in my mouth, call it a day. But spiders, I am not afraid of, okay? Tarantulas, spiders, whatever you want to call them. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, okay? But worms? No. I had a lot of fears of worms growing up, okay? And one of the things that I regret big time was my uncle as I was younger. He knew I was scared of worms. We used to go fishing all the time. I don't know why I went fishing with him, even though I couldn't touch worms, so I couldn't put the worm on the hook. But he took us out. He takes us to fishing all the time, and I went to fish at a lake called Scout Lake. Scout Lake. It was like 30 minutes away from actual Milwaukee and whatnot, and we would go there like once a week. And one time, I went there with my uncle and my brother. And I don't know why my uncle, he likes messing with us. He's always loved messing with us. He commanded, like straight up commanded my brother and my cousin to grab some worms and chase me with them. So he was trying to, like, I don't know, get me to not be afraid of worms anymore. So they did it. They grabbed some worms and they chased me. And this is a pretty big lake. It's like it was a full circle, so like you had a pathway across the whole thing. They chased me for over an hour, going around this lake, and one went one way, one went the other way, trying to cut me off in the middle. But they're idiots. So as soon as I got to the other side, I hopped in the freaking tree, one of the trees on the opposite side, and I waited for them to run past. And I ran behind them, and then and it was, they were dumbfounded. They could not find me because they're idiots. But yes, my uncle is really, really crazy when it comes to that kind of stuff. If he knows you have a fear of something, he will take advantage of it, and he will give you the worst time. He will do whatever he can to try. He says it's out of his good of his heart, right? He says it's out of the good of his heart. I don't know. It's just funny to him, I guess. But yes, it definitely gave me crazy PTSD. I think I attribute it to when I was a kid and living with my dad. When we first moved to America, I don't even know if I was old enough to remember things. Because when we lived in Michigan, I was only like 3 or 4 years old. And at that time, you're not supposed to have self-awareness yet, right? Or at least you aren't supposed to remember anything that I know of, right? I don't know about science and all that stuff, But I think that's what they say. They say like 5 years old is when you actually can get memories and have some kind of consciousness or self-awareness. But I was like 3 years old, just moved to America. My dad, we pissed broke, didn't have a job yet. So what he was doing was selling worms. He sold worms to make ends meet. And from what I remember, he had buckets and buckets of worms in the fridge, like straight up in the fridge. And one day I must have been messing around with the fridge or something, and he left it open, and it fell on top of me. And I was like covered in worms. And that's one of the worst memories I've ever, that's in my mind. But it can't be real because I was only like 3 years old. There's no way that actually happened, but it might have, and might explain my huge reason why I'm afraid of worms. Forever afraid of worms now. Welcome back. Noted, half hates worms. I thought you knew that already. Not gonna lie, I thought you knew I already hated worms. Gummy worms I mess with, okay? I'm okay with gummy worms. But for like real worms, caterpillars, things like that, I am definitely afraid of. What am I making? It's on the thing. It's Sadza and Nyama. Sadza is kind of like fufu, but it's made of cornmeal. It's what they use for starch. So instead of rice or mashed potatoes, it's that. So it's Sadza, cornmeal, mealy meal, almost like almost like grits. It looks like grits to me, but I think it's more closer to like mashed potatoes. Stickier mashed potatoes. I wouldn't say it's like fufu because it really ain't. Because it don't look nothing like it. And then beef stew. That is what the Nyama is. It's actually supposed to just be a stew. And then it has like kale and curry powder in it. I think it'd be good. It's one of the more tame things. We were on the subject of worms because one of the things that they eat is what they're known for is like mealworms. And you know, I couldn't find any, so I'm not making that today. Not today. Yeah. She still sends me worms here and there, okay? Here and there she will send me a picture of a worm, and it catches me every time. I've learned though. Silkworm grub there, like in Lion King. Kind of like in Lion King. It gotta be, for real. I'll be thinking it's something important and then boom, picture. Yeah, centipedes I'm less kind of afraid of. It's like the centipedes that you see in your house that are like flickering around, I'm not afraid of those. The millipedes remind me of worms too much. I don't mess with them because they look like worms, but much longer. Yeah, I hate, bruh. I remember when I used to work at Potawatomi at the casino. We had our parking lot miles and miles away from where we can enter the door. Anytime that it rained, I was like hop, skip, jumping everywhere. I looked it so crazy because I was like jumping all over the place to get to my car. I hated it. I still hate it. When it rains out, I try to avoid going out. That's why whenever it rains here, I can't go to the grocery store. Part of the reason. Other reason is that it sucks walking in the rain. Dancing in the rain is different. Walking in the rain, I'm not walking around with wet sock feeling everywhere I go. It's not fun. That's why you didn't grab groceries that one day we came back to Houston. No, that was, I didn't even notice you guys were back. And didn't even know it was raining. Okay? That one was different. Usually I would help, but I didn't because, you know. But yes, I don't like rain. I don't like that. Last week, or not last week, but the week that I made the Mexican food, I made elotes. One of the freaking corns had a caterpillar in it. And that caterpillar was like, bam! I accidentally touched it, and like, I legit, my whole body shook. I had like an anxiety attack at that moment. It was horrible. I couldn't think straight after I touched it. It was, ugh. It was alive. Yes, it was alive. I chopped the corn off and threw it in the sink and just pressed the, whatchamacallit? The blender thing. Is that what it's called? Garbage disposal. Garbage disposal. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, but I feared for my life there. I don't know why. It just, every single time, it just, I can't do it, man. Extra protein. Bugs, I will eat. I have no problem eating bugs. Like crickets, you know, grasshoppers, ants, anything like that, no problem eating. Like zero. But anything that looks like a worm, nah. Yo, get that away from me. Get that away from me. I shouldn't have told Sleepy this. Sleepy was over there trying to make me be like flare up my social anxiety when he was trying to run up to me and go, he said, look, is that half? The whole time we were at the con, he was doing that. I was like, oh my gosh. He was trying to make me die. He was trying to kill me. I swear he was trying to kill me. It really got me. It really got me. The way your social battery would have died. That's what I'm saying. The man was really trying to get me. I swear he was trying to get me. Because I couldn't deal with it. I could not deal with it. Yeah, but I can't be telling this man my weaknesses. He's really going to take advantage of it. Luckily, I don't have many weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of my only fears. I think that I can think of at the moment. I guess I don't really have any much fears. I'm not scared of anything besides like social anxiety and worms, which I can live with. I feel like those two weaknesses ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? One of them I'm getting over. The social anxiety stuff I'm definitely getting over. But when it comes to worms, I don't think I'm ever gonna be over. I tried, man. I tried. Growing up, I tried like trying to hold a worm, like a tiny itty bitty worm, one time, but I still freaked out touching it. So ever since then, I've given up on all of that. I can't. There's no reason for me to do it anymore, because if I wanted to go fishing, I'd use like fake bait, things of that nature, rather than like the real thing. They'll probably won't catch anything. Oh, crap. Ugh. All right, time to make the Sadza. Think it's mostly just like a lot of effort more than anything. Oh yeah, I think I figured out a better way to do my IRL stuff. I'm using my relay, even though there's gonna be a fat delay on it. It's still better than what I was doing before. One of the apps I was using had like a huge what is not a filter, a cap. Well, did it die? It did. Well, it shouldn't have, at least. Why is it going in and out? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. There we go. I think I have a better setup for it, but there's still going to be lag on it. Yeah, like, I should spin the wheel, actually. It might be time to spin the wheel to see what country we do next week. It's not showing. Okay. Time to spin the wheel. What are we getting this week? Or next week? Please not Vatican City. What am I supposed to do with that? Yay, no Vatican City again. Great. Okay, let me write that down to make sure I don't forget. Where's my pen? We got this nice pen that Chris Nicholas stole from me. It's actually one of the better writing pens that I have. All right, Vatican City is just getting bigger and bigger. Did I pull on Fridays? Well, I figured, I might as well do it on Mondays. That way I have a longer time. Because if I did it on Fridays, I only have like 2 days to get the stuff. So I figured it'd be better just do it on Mondays. That way I have a longer period of time to get the things. Like this is my yeast meal that I got. It took like a couple days to get here. I went to the store to see if they had it, and they didn't. So I figured it'd be better to just do it this way. This my yeast meal was actually cheaper than I thought it would be because it's imported. I don't know what the difference between this and the like regular cornmeal like that you can buy at the store to get for tortillas and stuff, because it's just cornmeal. I thought 3/4 cup. Wait, did I get that right? Dude, this is supposed to be 1.5 cups. What are these black things in here? One. This might be way too much. I'm making way too much. Whatever. More food for the week. Yeah, it's just easier to do it on Mondays and then the following Monday to procure the ingredients, especially if I'm doing like things like Vatican City. It gives me time to look up some recipes. I still got to figure out what that's gonna happen. Like what the heck am I gonna do with that? If it ever lands on there. Luckily, I've been having decent luck with it. It has not landed on there yet, so I'm happy about that. This one is supposed to take like forever to do. Well, not forever, but take a decent amount of time to do because it is very labor intensive. Needs to stop going in and out though. I have to like keep stirring it and then smashing it and stirring it and smashing it. I need to get more stuff added to the wheel though. I can't have Sleepy taking over the whole wheel with the Vatican City and stuff. I might have to manually add stuff to it. Where else would be a good place to add to it though? Now that Sleepy has opened up my eyes to the places more than just doing countries and stuff, I might as well do like some other like make-believe places or regions that might not be familiar to most people. Maybe some from like anime. Do like the Food Wars one. The first one I did make that one time. I think I've tried to make it one time. The first thing that Soma made for Arena on the entrance exam. It's like rice with wingtip, basically bouillon with eggs in it. I think I made that before. It's actually a simple dish, but it was good. It just everything they did in the anime made it look so much better though. Let's see if I have a cover for this pan. Does this fit? No. This fit? Yeah. Okay, it's starting to bubble. This is where it's supposed to be like stirry, 24/7. It looks like mashed potatoes. Now I'm starting to feel like I didn't put enough water in it. Let's put a little bit more water just to balance it out a little bit. It straight up looks like mashed potatoes though. We're gonna freestyle it. Because I still have to put a little bit more cornmeal in it. Yeah, I might have messed up the ratio somehow. Being able not to read my own handwriting kind of might have messed it up. Just a smidge. Gotta get rid of the lumps. Oh, maybe I did read that wrong. I tried to make my own calculations now that I'm thinking about it. Definitely messed it up. Okay. I recovered. I was supposed to put like 2 cups of water to actually 3/4 cup meal. I put double that. So that okay. The measurements now make a little bit more sense. My fault. Reading ingredients is not my specialty. I'm not good at that, or recipes. I'm good at freestyling though. Not the rap kind, because I can't really rap at all, really. Oh, this makes my arm hurt. It's getting there though. We getting there. Nice and fluffy. I gotta smooth it out because I messed it up a little bit. So there's quite a few lumps in it still. All right. You're right. That is correct. Those are the words. Following directions, reading directions. Not being able to follow directions plus dyslexia. It kind of adds up. Then add a little bit more of this. Stir that in. Okay, let's get in there. All right. You're supposed to be there for like 15 minutes. With like too much powder. No, it's supposed to be like that. When I was watching the video of how they made it, at first it looked very powdery. And then you got to give it some time. Because I got to keep stirring it until it gets like that, I guess. And then, wait, what the heck is this? Okay, it's so delayed. And then it's supposed to smooth out eventually. It's supposed to smooth out. It's supposed to be in there like 15 minutes. All right, remind me in 15 minutes. I feel like I can use some salt though. Am I supposed to add salt? Hold on. Oh, I'm supposed to add a little bit more water too. Whoops. Bro, it's hard to read my own handwriting sometimes. I don't know why you have to put different, like, put the thing in a different time, but I'm just going off of how everybody made it, so I'm gonna add salt because I feel like it needs salt. Just a smidge though. I'm guessing it's supposed to be way smoother than this, but I ain't got the arm stamina for that, you know. 15 minutes from 6:20. Oh, 4:20, not 6:20. 4:20 for me. Remind me. Siri. My phone didn't hear me. It's in my pocket. Oh, maybe because, can you disable Siri? So I feel like I disabled it. Siri? Hello, Siri. Yeah, I think I might have it disabled. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. Siri can kick rocks. The more and more I use an iPhone, the more and more I just don't like it. Because I was trying to use, like, do the IRL stream and stuff. Turns out it has a cap. It caps the bandwidth on your iPhone. So gave up on that. That's why it was all choppy and whatnot when I was in Houston. You can barely see or understand what I was saying, or anybody. But we did manage to stream it on. We got to see Sleepy with his All About the Benjamins with a 20 in his hand. Andrew Franklin, Andrew something. What is that? Oh, it's like IRL stream stuff for like just using my phone to stream. Really. Oh, bandwidth? How much internet your phone can pull down for a specific task. So for like streaming, it takes a lot of bandwidth. It takes up a lot of internet to use. But the app that is the only app that's available on iPhone to stream is called Moblin. And that thing has a cap of 1,500 megabits per second. So it was not enough to stream without it being like super, super choppy. So that is why I can't use that. Now, luckily I still have my other phone that I'm using here. I use this phone 10 times more than I actually use my iPhone, which is crazy. And I dropped that phone the other day, and now I'm highly upset. It's one of the only phones that has not like, I haven't broken completely. I dropped it and there's like a tiny, tiny crack on it. Not like a huge one either. Oh yeah. Speaking of IRL though, there was apparently yesterday, some guy was streaming, and he had some beef. He had like some YouTube beef. There was like YouTube beef for some people who live in Vegas, some Vegas YouTube people who are, I guess, somewhat famous. I don't know how famous they are. I've never seen them in my life. But one of them is like a gangster, and one of them was talking shit about them, and they were on the Strip. One of them was streaming on the Strip, like right in front of the Bellagio fountains and whatnot. And the other one apparently came up and shot him and his wife, and he killed both of them. This happened yesterday, and they were streaming when it happened, so it was all caught on YouTube. You might even be able to see some of the video clips and whatnot of the bodies of the people that got shot, the streamers that got shot. on the strip right in front of the Bellagio fountains. That was scary. That's very scary. Like people can track you down based on where you're streaming and stuff, just to have a vendetta, which is crazy because like over YouTube beef, you're killing somebody over YouTube beef, which is wild. Internet beef in general, internet beef has always been a thing, because you know, especially the days of AIM, instant message, when that first came out, there was like beef going all around with that stuff, and then like it got even worse with the advent of being an influencer and things like that. People just don't like you or see you doing it. But a lot of times it's like not necessarily like an influencer on, I guess it is. That it's more interesting to people. People just like to see drama and whatnot, which is dumb, but it is what sells and makes the monies. But yeah, I woke up and saw that this morning. I was like, what in the world? Like right in the middle of the strip, in front of everybody, like all of the tourists. That's like one of the most crowded spots on the strip, because it was right in front of the fountains. And then I saw the video. I was like, holy crap! They actually shot him up, killed him on the strip. That's why a lot of people were talking about how the strip was shut down yesterday. It was wild, like. Especially because it was live streamed. Somebody got shot up in real time. You actually saw them get shot. And I mean, they both died too. So it was pretty tragic, super tragic. So it makes me a little bit hesitant to do some live streams. Granted, I'm not a famous person, so and I don't start beef with people. People don't like me. There's a lot of people who don't like me, but I'm not out here starting internet beef with people. I don't understand the internet beef stuff. Like everybody trying to get their money, but everybody has their own ways of attracting certain people, I guess. Yeah, and it was crazy because like he even recorded himself. He was live streaming beforehand that same day, talking about should I go kill him and everything like that. I didn't watch the video, but I saw it on Reddit. It was and I read the comments, and it was really wild. What's going on, Star Cadet? How you doing? I'm tired of these meds. Got your drowsy. All good, man. All good. Bro, oh, you cooking too? You cooking some salmon too? I'm sorry. Look, like, gotta keep it going faster. You gotta make it cook faster. How you doing, Star Cadet? How you doing this Monday? We're just cooking some, today it's Zimbabwe Day because we spun the wheel and we landed on Zimbabwe. So we're making Sadza and Nyama, which is like a beef stew along with a cornmeal starch. I don't know how else to do that. Every culture has a starch. And Sadza is their starch. Hopefully it don't make you sick. Ooh, bro. It's going to be one of them things where they going to love salmon when they come out. You're a professional chef? Yo, don't. Okay, I am not a professional chef. Fair warning. Okay, this is my warning. I'm not a professional chef whatsoever. Okay, I don't know how to cook. This is why I do these on Mondays. I have these Munchy Mondays for me to learn how to cook and learn about other cultures. Because I think the best way to learn about another person's culture is through food. So I'm also a bad chef, so I'm trying to learn. Trying to use different things. And I made like a wheel, and somebody wanted to troll me and decided to put Zimbabwe on the wheel, and here we are. I've never had Zimbabwe food. I've heard of Sadza before. I've never had it though, and I know it's a staple of what they eat. So I'm giving it a try. I hope I don't mess it up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I know how to fix your food unit. Need to take 2 pieces of bread on each side of your head. If this is the important part, you say I'm an idiot sandwich. I've seen that memes before. That was one of the most clutch and like one of the most like messed up things that you could say to somebody. It was like a crazy thing to say. But I don't know how he thought it up in the moment. I don't know if he had it written down or he practiced that joke, but it was like hot. It was so hot off the rip off the dome, it was really good. Same thing with like the other one where it was like, how does it go? Why did the chicken cross the road? Because you didn't cook it. I was like, that's wild. Those ones just came off the dome and they were so good. It fits me perfectly. Thank you, thank you. I know I don't really eat bread like that, so I don't have bread laying around. I actually was meant to buy some bread yesterday, but I totally forgot. It slipped my mind. But it does. You're right. You're right. I am an idiot sandwich. I will admit that. I also have. I don't know. I don't have dyslexia, but I tend to have it. It's like one of those people who are like, I have ADHD, but they don't really have ADHD, or autism, but they don't really have autism. It's kind of like me with dyslexia. Maybe I do actually have dyslexia, but I just don't know it sometimes. I say I don't because as a kid, I had the best. I have like trophies telling me that I know how to read. Okay, I was the best reader from like 3rd grade all the way to 8th grade. So I like to think that I know how to read. At least it backs me up when I say that I know how to. At least, yeah. But we making some good Zimbabwe food. Next week we're going to Greece. Apparently, I don't know what I would want to make for Greece. Like a lot of people are like, oh, make gyro. I'm sure that's like one of the easier things. I've never been checked for either. Idiot sound. Can a doctor diagnose me for idiot sandwich syndrome? Is that a thing? Because I feel like a chef would be a person be able to tell me that more than anything. Like, like Ramsey. Ramsey's not a doctor, so he's able to diagnose that. Only a chef. Dang. I don't know any chefs like that, all right? But if you say you're a chef and you're diagnosing me with that right now, I guess I have idiot sandwich syndrome. Holy moly. I'm actually okay with that. I think that's true, though. I can live with that because I think that is true. Oh, Hey, it's starting to come together at least. It's hot. It's starting to look fluffier and smoother. Smooth, is that a word? Smoother? Let's go with that. Yeah, I need to figure out what I want to make next week because I have to prepare myself by getting the ingredients and stuff. Luckily, living here in Vegas, like all of the ingredients are not that hard to find. Because when I was living in Austin, like everybody would recommend all of these different things I should try and make, and like, oh yeah, you should make this 1 week or that this 1 week. And then like Austin, they to source a lot of the stuff there, like even to go to the grocery store to grab some, they didn't have a lot of stuff. I will admit, HEB, goated. Don't get me wrong, definitely goated. But everything else that isn't from America was butts, straight butts. So hard to find. So I couldn't make anything that like anywhere else in the world. They didn't have like an Indian store. They didn't have a like international market. It was so hard to source anything. One thing you've learned is that there's a big difference between what you learn in school and what you learn in real, of course. There's so many people in the world who are like, I wish they taught me that in school. And why don't they teach that in school? Like, I think a lot of especially on Reddit actually is really amazing with these kind of things where it tells you like these little tips, hacks, and tricks that you can read these things. And it's like so like, duh, should have had a V8 moment, but they don't ever teach you. It is insane. Working in the kitchen. I don't think they ever did though. Idiot sandwich. Welcome back to the Idiot Sandwich Show. That might be a new show name, the Idiot Sandwich Show. Yeah, I mean, for sure, but that is not something that they will ever teach you in school, I think. Like professional experience, because that's what getting like internships and life experience is for, I guess. Those things I can understand. Things that are like behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, but like unspoken rules, as you say. Those ones for sure that you're kind of like that. But those unspoken rules should not be unspoken rules. Then they should be taught by. You should know that by the time you like when you get into the job as a sous chef or something, the entry level job that you in that not department. What do you call it? That field. That's the word I'm looking for. That field. You always call people chef because you don't call that. If you don't call the head chef, gonna get beat. Chef gonna beat you over the head. I've done. Yeah, they actually whoop you with a spoon. Yeah, I mean, like nowadays you can watch shows based off of especially Gordon Ramsay. He's everywhere, right? You can watch his show and you see the way people speak to him. So people are really accustomed to already know to say like, yes, chef. Because they say it in the show and stuff like that. Check your stuff in 3 minutes. I've been checking it regularly and stirring it and stuff. It's getting there. It's getting there. Thank you for the reminder, though. I appreciate the reminder. Because we were just talking about the idiot sandwich stuff and me forgetting, and he was right there. He was right there. He almost messed it up. Please call you, chef, or I'm going to beat you. Oh, I'm sorry, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. I apologize. Okay. Okay, chef, what's your favorite not geek. See, English is not my first language, and R's are hard to pronounce in any language, honestly. I think I read a thing where they said the letter R is not supposed to exist, period. Because even in Spanish languages, even though there's a double R, that you roll your tongue versus saying R. You know what I mean? Like singularly. So the letter R is hard to pronounce, and it shouldn't exist. That's what I'm going with. That's why I can't pronounce it. Couldn't stomach salmon, boiled it. Oof, 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 oof. Dang. No salmon. Well, no sushi for you. I wonder if tuna do that to you too. Well, you're not supposed to eat raw food, fish either, I guess. My bad. Rip. Boiled eggs and rice and water for you. Bruh. Freaking PK's little sister keep on trying to tell me that she gonna feed my child rice and water. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? She won't, bro. I will choke her if you did. Okay? I will choke her. In Minecraft. Bro, dang, you're not gonna be able to eat nothing raw for a while. You probably wouldn't even like it anyways. You wouldn't be able to enjoy it anyways. Chef, what is your favorite Greek dish so I can make it next week? Because I can look it up, but the only thing that really comes to mind is I guess seafood, some type of good seafood. Because I know Greece is also really known for their seafood. And I'm not trying to make gyros. There's a lot of people, first thing that comes to mind for a lot of people. Am I from a Spanish-speaking state? Did I sound like I speak Spanish? Woo! Yeah. No, I'm not from a Spanish speaking country. I am from a non-R or S speaking country called Thailand. I was born in Thailand. But I am Laos or Lao of the oceans, some may say. But I do speak Laos. I do speak the Laos. But I also speak a little bit of English. Yeah, that's correct. I speak a little bit of English, and I speak a little bit of Spanish as well. Not half bad at either of them. I try to be multilingual. I know, okay? I know. People, my cousin is like one of the people who are very anal about that when I say I am from Laos. Or I am Laos. It's just easier to say Laos than Lao. You pulling an answer? Yep, exactly. Okay, yep. I know the correct term. I just refuse to say it. It's easier. It's easier. You love your food. You worked in an Asian restaurant. You worked in a Lao restaurant or a Thai restaurant. That's pretty cool. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Lao or Thai food. It's not on top of the list. If I had to list out the countries of food that I love the most, it is not up there. But it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. There's like there's a lot of simplicity to it that I enjoy. Like basic Laos food that are just like sticky rice and like a meat. Like I'll eat that all day, every day, and it's something I would enjoy. And it's like top of the notch when it comes comfortability and eating that kind of food. Like I'm not gonna eat what is a fancy food that most people eat all the time, right? Like sushi, right? I guess some people can say they eat sushi every day. I don't think I don't even like sushi like that, but I don't think I would be able to eat something like that every day. Even if I had the means to, I wouldn't do it. Oh, what is that? What is that, chef? I can't read Lao. Wagyu steaks? I hear you cannot eat Wagyu steaks like that. Like it is too it's too rich. Too rich. It's Thai. Let me translate her. This is so stupid. This is why I don't use Bing. Oh, hello, Sawadee ka. I'm guessing that's what you said, Sawadee ka? Because that's how, I believe that's how Thai people say it. They say the Sawadee ka with the elongated ah at the end. Like, speaking Lao and speaking Thai, it sounds almost exact. Well, I wouldn't say sounds almost exact. The words themselves are almost exactly the same. However, the way that the words are pronounced or enunciated, you can tell if they're Lao or Thai based off of that. Like, they like to elongate the end of the word. Also, I feel like Lao is one of the most, like, not pretty languages. Okay, I was going to say the worst language, but I feel like Viet is probably the worst sounding language I hear often. Am I a fan of anime? I just came back from DreamCon. If you know what DreamCon is, it's a black nerdy conference down in Houston. I just came back from it at the beginning of June. It was really fun, and I love anime. Okay, love anime. I don't even watch normal TV anymore. I haven't watched normal TV in years. All I watch is anime. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you're saying that's a bad thing, that kind of suck. Lucky bastard. Thank you. I loved it. Look. It was my first time going to that con, and it was awesome. I didn't have like a super great time, but I mean, like it could have been better, but it was still amazing. Still amazing experience. I've been to many cons, and that's one of the better ones because it's I was gonna say it's more diverse, but it's more diverse in comparison to other cons that are anime based. Do you like anime? Anime is awesome. Okay, I actually dressed up as Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen when I was there. I wanted to be more like actual Geto, like smoking a black and mild. I don't smoke, but like having a black and mild. I wore a do-rag. I just looked like I was cultural appropriating more than anything because it's the only thing I had. So I felt bad. Could have been better, but next year I am going to put more effort into my cosplay. I think I'm going as Himmel. Have you seen Black Lagoon? No, I have not. It is on the list of classic anime that I need to watch. Black Lagoon, Gurren Lagann, Slam Dunk, Berserk, I believe are on my list of classic animes that I need to go back and watch. It's kind of hard to go back and watch them though sometimes because I'm so used to watching the newer anime and the cadence that they come out. I'm not good at binge watching that I've noticed. I'm horrible at binge watching things. I kind of like the whole like watch something one week and then the next week it comes out. I don't know why. It's kind of where because right now I've been trying to watch Steins Gate, which is the classic anime on my list that I'm watching at the moment, and I'm on like episode 7, and I have not taken the time to watch the rest of it. I hear it's good. I hear the payoff's good, and I eventually need to get there, but it's still not. I'm not done with it. Not yet, at least. Yeah, but Black Lagoon I hear is good too. It's on the list. I have the list of classics that I have to watch. The first one that I did watch, the classic one, was Cowboy Bebop. I did watch Cowboy Bebop growing up off of Toonami. I don't know if you're familiar with Toonami, but it was a Cartoon Network series or time slot of the old times. And they were like obviously introduction to many people to anime. I watched that, and Cowboy Bebop was on it, and it was still never my favorite. And a lot of people watch it, and they say it's like the best ever, one of the best all time. I don't think it's that great. It's okay. It's okay. One of the series of Black Lagoon have 2 Romanian twin reference. She was actually happened in Romania when they fall off their Communist Party of Romania. It happened during the time that the fall of the Communist Party in Romania was happening. Sheesh. They read the future. Some anime / cartoons can tell the future. Look at The Simpsons. So The Simpsons has not been wrong yet. Right? But some of these anime are top notch. I mean, there's so many of them too, so you're bound to hit eventually. Especially like Gundam. Gundam is very political and drama filled, so it's gonna hit a lot of things that people see in the real world. Ooh, it's getting there. I think it's I think I need a few more minutes, and then it's Light and Fluffskulls. The twins have a David Dark back. Look, I've learned that anime is a wide spectrum of emotional. It's like so many emotions in anime. It can go all the way to dark, to all the way to like crazy happy. Okay, like there's these feel good anime that you want to watch all the time that make you feel cozy and happy inside, and then there's some that are sad and they make you cry, and then there are some that are like so messed up. I don't know if you ever watched Made in Abyss. I thought that was like one of the happy-go-lucky anime when I saw it when it first came out. I saw the title. Well, the title didn't really tell you much, but like the characters, you're like, oh my gosh, this is such a happy story. And then you watch it, and then it's like, no, it is not a happy story whatsoever. Do you know the backstory difference between manga and anime? Yeah, manga is you read manga. Anime is, animated series where you can watch. But I don't know what you mean by backstory of that. But yeah, manga is you read the manga, and it's from Japan specifically. Same thing with anime, specifically from Japan, because manhwa is similar to a manga, but it is from Korea. And then what is the Chinese word, lihua or something like that, for the Chinese version of a manga. I don't remember exactly the word for the Chinese one is, because I don't exactly keep up with that one. Though this season has a pretty good anime out. I guess it's not technically an anime because it's from China, but it's basically an animated series that is from China, produced by Chinese production company, called To Be Hero X, and it looks amazing. It has Riot level animation in terms of like 3D, but then it also goes into like some other types of mediums of art and animation. It looks amazing. The stories in there are okay, and every one of them ends in a sad story. But outside of that, it's amazing. The artwork and stuff. That's the only thing they work. The pacing and the storytelling they can work on. But the animation is amazing. It's almost like Demon Slayer, The twin Black Lagoon after fall of the Romanian communist government that depend on use of sex slaves to make child adult videos and torture them for 2 years Go freaking insane. Wait, that's the backstory of Black Lagoon? Yo, I didn't know that. Spoilers, but I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's some dark stuff. There's some anime go real dark, and some of them are like appropriate. I think some anime, when they go dark, there's a reason to it, and it makes it good. And then there's some like Goblin Slayer, which has like a dark vibe to it, dark connotation, dark vibe, whatever you want to call it. And it's not fun to watch to me. Like they just add it to add it. So some people do it well, some anime do it well, some don't. And I don't feel like that one does it well. Back of the Romanian twins, Black Lagoon. So is it based off of something? I'm guessing it's based off of something real then. If it's based off of around the time of the Romanian comic. How do the Japanese people know about it like that then? They're kind of smart. I mean, a lot of people say that Japan is like living 30, 40 years in the future compared to most of the other worlds. Which I can see in some places, but then they still use fax machines and stuff. Like, yeah. I guess you choose your specialties. Whew. That is really dark, though. It's on the list, though. It's on the list. I wouldn't say it's my next thing I'm gonna watch, but definitely gonna watch. I was gonna say Slam Dunk, but Slam Dunk's like 100 episodes. That's a long time. Once I finish up Steins Gate, I'll go to Gurren Lagann, and then Black Lagoon. All of these L. I always get Black Lagoon and Gurren Lagann mixed up. On the manga, the Romanian twins go more than detailed than anime. The manga usually does go into it a bit more. Only time the anime goes into things more if it comes out many years later, like with Bleach. I don't know if you've seen Bleach or know about Bleach, but since Bleach has been out many years, and it took, I don't know, over 10 years to get the last arc of Bleach out, the author Tite came out and he's adding new scenes to the anime that was not in the manga, which is crazy. Like that doesn't happen often at all, but it's happening with Bleach. And that's pretty cool because it adds more color to it. Usually they take stuff out of the anime compared to the manga, but this one, they're doing the opposite. It's adding new stuff to add color, story, explanations to it. So it's really cool. And it is the best arc of Bleach, hands down, because Bleach is a bunch of filler for the most part. Ooh. I think it's getting to the point where I can shape it into a scoop. As long as it's not burning, I think it's good. Okay, I'm going to turn this one off and get this kind of going. I pressure cooked it because I didn't want it like taking forever to cook. And it needed like an hour. I've actually put a lot of use to this pressure cooker. I didn't think I would put use it this often, but I've used it almost every week at least. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Yeah. It's nice and stewy. So it's getting there. It's getting there. You've used yours twice. That's crazy. The first time I bought an Instapot pressure cooker or whatnot, I was in the same boat. Legit only used it like 1 or 2 times total. But now that I've done these Munchie Mondays and stuff, it helps a lot with like just straight up having, make it easier for time constraints and stuff, especially. But also, like, it helps make some of these things really easily. Like, whenever I make like anything with shrimp and I don't eat the shells of shrimp, when I shell the shrimp, I save the shells, and then I just make like a stock out of it. So I make the stock and then I freeze it in the freezer, and it lasts me a super long time. And whenever I need to make like a soup or something that uses shrimp stock, it's freaking awesome. And then sometimes when I go out for walks or go grocery shopping or something like that, like I'll just throw something in there and then frozen and just have it cooked. It's almost like a crock pot, but better. Balalaika is a leader of Hotel Moscow, the Russian mafia black branch. She was once a Soviet army captain who fought in the Afghan war, earned the nickname Fry Face because of the burn scar face. After USSR collapsed, she and her loyal soldiers turned to organized crime, known for her military discipline, intelligence, ruthless tactics. Balalaka commands fear and respect in Ranapur. Despite her brutality, she shows occasional respect for honor, reflecting. Okay. Is that the synopsis of a character from Black Lagoon? That's what it seems like. So many things you cook, like Coca-Cola rolls. Yeah, I made Coca-Cola rolls. No, yeah, I made Coca-Cola that one week. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it. I will think about watching it. It's on the list. It's on the list. Saute. Yeah, like when I make pho in this thing too. I make kapun in this too with the chicken, like just being able to make the chicken like melty so I can shred it easier. Like I make a bunch of stuff in this. Love to set it and forget it too. Pretty awesome. Add 3 hours simmer, add a little water. Oop, reading the wrong ingredients. Beef stock, veggies, peppers. Oh, and the green beans and stuff. Forgot to add that too. Add the rest of the vegetables. Well, I might need to add more water to this. This is what it's going to look like. Too much kale! This needs to cook down. Romanian twins, Hansel and Gretel. Oh, they're named Hansel and Gretel. Of course they are. Romanian tragic, horrifying past. Orphaned and abused in Eastern European snuff films. They have severe psychosis and enjoy killing as a game. Both switch identities, sometimes pretending to be the other's gender, and use weapons like axes and machine guns. They are dangerous, unpredictable, and feared by many around Ranapur's toughest criminals. Oh snap! Okay, that does sound interesting. I like anime with like the darker stories sometimes. I can get down with that. Wow, how what's going on, Mzali? Look, I'm trying to be cultural, all right? I do a wheel. I do a wheel now. So if you have any ideas, you can redeem some points for adding countries to my wheel. So there's a chance for it to land on there. Is this for Juneteenth? Wait. Juneteenth is next week. I'm not doing this for Juneteenth. It just happened to land on Zimbabwe. Last week. This week, I spun the wheel again, and it landed on Greece. So next week, I'm doing Greece. Because that way, I don't have to, like, stress about coming up with a country every week or a dish every week. I can just be like, yo, what country do people want to see? And I'll put it on the wheel and I spin the wheel, and then I'm like, okay, what kind of food do they make in that region? And if they make, something like, somebody put Vatican City on there. Sleepy put freaking Vatican City on there. So if it ever lands on Vatican City, I'm making some those communion crackers and wine. Maybe some wine. I would like to make some like distillery wine kind of thing. Gosh darn Sleepy. It still hasn't landed. It's such a big chunk of the wheel. You can actually see it. I'll show you the wheel. It's such a huge chunk of the wheel now. And it still hasn't landed on it. Which I'm happy for. But if you want to add a country to it, there's a redeem, or if you do a sub or anything like that, you can also choose a country and I will add it to the list. We getting there though. We got a lot of countries that we still have to go through. Shior added Belgium last week. Sleepy added the Hidden Leaf. I guess Hidden Leaf is not a country, right? But it's a region. That's what I'm going with, because countries are a little specific, and you run out of them. They're like what? How many sovereign states are there in the world? I don't even know. But you eventually run out of them. So having even like Narnia on here, gosh darn Narnia. Sleepy put freaking. You got Narnia on here. Eventually, we'll get to the other ones. I don't know the backstory of the Romanian twins. You were telling me their backstory, kind of. Ooh, look. Sure, I'm interested. It might spoil it for me, but I'm interested. Don't worry. I have dyslexia anyway, so I can get where you're going half the time. Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes. Most of the time. I feel like I'm supposed to be adding something else to this too. Oh, green beans. I need to add some green beans. I have frozen green beans. I don't have fresh green beans. Good enough though. Frozen is just as good, if not better, than fresh, because they freeze it at the time that it's picked. So all of the nutrients and stuff are combined and they are frozen and they stick in there. They stay in there, is what I was told. Okay, I have not even tasted this. I don't know why I haven't tried it yet. Let's try it though, before I mess it up more. That's tasty. It doesn't taste anything like I thought it would taste, actually. But it does taste like something that you would probably eat in the from Africa. Oh. I said happy birthday, Camdang. I'm sorry that I forgot to send it to you before. Happy birthday, youngin. Use a spoon. You're breaking the health laws. Look, ain't nobody else eating this with me other than me. I'm sorry. No one else is eating it besides me. I think it's okay. It's okay. I do it all the time. For myself. Not if I'm cooking for guests. I don't think I've ever like cooked for anyone. And it's probably gonna stay that way for a while. Because even though when I make it, it actually tastes okay. I don't know if I feel comfortable cooking for other people. I lied. I actually cooked some peri peri chicken one time for a party. It was delicious, actually, and people loved it, even though it was cold. People loved it. We made that scene together. I don't consider that actually cooking for people. I don't consider that cooking for people. That is just preparing food, not actually making something. You know what I mean? Hard-boiled eggs hitting better than salmon. Oh, look, the best hard-boiled eggs sometimes be that way. Like, growing up, one of my favorite foods was just getting some jasmine rice with some hard-boiled eggs, sprinkling a little bit of pepper on it, and some squirts of seasoning sauce, some Golden Mountain seasoning sauce. And that was it. It was fire. One of my favorite meals. One of my favorite hood meals, I guess. Well, hard-boiled eggs go hard. I don't know if you ever tried those, the gummy eggs, where it's like the Korean gummy eggs, where you not hard boil, but you boil the eggs so it's yolky whatnot, and then you put it in like mirin, vinegar, soy sauce. Yeah. They soak it in the soy sauce with a bunch of peppers and stuff too. Jammy eggs. Yeah, that's what it's called. Jammy eggs. I said gummy. Jammy eggs. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that is spectacular. You want to take over your idiot sandwich? Look, this is the idiot sandwich syndrome show, okay? That's what it is. It won't get any better. Trust me. I'm getting better. I'm slowly getting better. I'll try, okay? Look, I'm taking your word. Yes, chef. I'm sorry. I messed it up. Yes, chef. I'm sorry, chef. But yeah, I think this looks scrumptious, and it tastes pretty good. Oh, crap. I almost completely forgot about this. Hopefully it is not burnt at the bottom. Please don't be burnt. Ooh. It's not burnt, but it's crispy. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be crispy. Yeah. At least it didn't burn. Crap. It's okay. We good. I get 11 minutes with the spoon? Be quick with it, please. Wait, it's not like lashings? It's like timed? That's crazy. Even as a kid, getting whipped as a child, it was never timed. It was like you get whipped, like a basket thrown at you once or twice, and you good. But not like for 11 minutes straight. What is this? I think I did a good job with the Sadza. Kinda. I'm honestly not entirely sure what it's supposed to, texture is supposed to be like, but I think it's done. Everything is timed. That's fair. That is very fair. And then, so I guess I could have cut some of these veggies a little bit. I thought like the meat is supposed to be the show. Too much kale. Where's all the meats? Whew. Okay, let me get some lighting over here, actually. There's not enough light. You joined my Discord? Hey, welcome to the Discord. It's mostly me and Sleepy talking a lot of memes and like things of like games and stuff. But thank you. Welcome to the Discord. Hopefully you know how to join Discord and like go to the channel and click the adorable face that is out there, just so that you read the rules. I know that they made it better so that you don't have to do that now. I'm working on it. It's on the list of things I need to do. But thank you. No, not four-headed leaf. Do you play a lot of Minecraft? I don't play a lot of Minecraft. I do play Cobblemon, which is a mod on Minecraft. I do play that here and there. Gosh darn it. Actually, I'm okay with Hidden Leaf. I'll make some ramen. I don't know if you heard me talking about it earlier, but I'm going to make a series about trying all of the instant ramen noodles that you can find out in this grocery stores and rating them. Gonna do that. It's gonna be a thing. Hopefully I get big off of it. But it's a start. All right, here is the Sadza and Nyama. I believe that is what it's called. We got some delicioso beef stew. Come on, focus, focus, focus. It is not focusing. Go ahead and be honest. I love honesty. Honesty is what it is. Beef stew. So we got the kale, carrots, tomatoes, bell peppers. I think that's it. I think that's all of it. It actually doesn't look too bad. Oh, and green beans. Forgot about the green beans. And then we got Sadza, which is like cornmeal. Ooh, the texture is bouncy. Okay. I think I did a good job on that, actually. It's not supposed to be mushy. It's supposed to be like really solid. And it's solid. So we there. We there. Okay, okay. I'll move this stuff. Let me take a seat. It looks like it's from the toilet. You need to train your plating. Hey. Okay? It is definitely one of the things I need to learn. Okay? Plating is hard. Okay? I'm not a chef. I'm not feeding it to people. I'm not like this. I guess I should though. If you're gonna look at it, if I'm gonna show it to people, I definitely need to work on my plating. You're right. Sorry, chef. Yes, chef. Sorry, chef. Gordon Ramsay would be like, my gran can do better and she's dead. He's such a hurtful guy. I don't know how he comes up off the dome though. I swear he's got to be writing it down somewhere, bro. Like the idiot sandwich thing and the whole like the why the chicken crossed the road. Like those just off the dome are hilarious. If somebody didn't write those for him, if he doesn't have writers for him, like the man's a genius. Definitely is. All right, now we on taste the stew in the Sadza and Nyama. Okay, this spoon isn't working. I'm about to pull out some chopsticks here. Cheers! Clank, 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 clank. Here it is. Clank, 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 clank. Come on, autofocus. Yeah, whatever. Good enough. I like that. It's not bad. I think I could have put a little bit more beef stock in it to give it a more beefy flavor. But it's pretty unique. Seemed better in Auschwitz. Okay, Anne Frank. Chef. It's good though. It's like a little bit of curry, a little bit of curried beef stew. This Sadza just reminds me of just straight up grits. Let me try it without the gravy, without the stew gravy. Maybe it tastes a little bit different. It reminds me of grits, but it doesn't taste like grits, I guess. It's more solid. Eating dog food would be better. Actually, it reminds me of dog food. Actually looks kind of like dog food, now that you say that. But that's mean. That's mean. That's what it's supposed to look like. Let me find a picture of what it's actually supposed to look like. Okay, look, hold on, hold on. Okay, right. That's what it looks like. And then mine, hold on, how do I get? I don't know how to do it side by side. Hold on, I got this. Hold on. Look at the side by side. It looks very close. Except they use like a professional camera and stuff. It looks extremely close. Just saying. I could have cut the vegetables a little bit smaller. But I like my vegetables thick. I like the little bit thickiness. You just look like a Chinese ripoff. Thanks. I'm good at that. It's the Temu version, okay? It's a Temu version. I don't have. This is not a professional camera. It's a decent camera, but it's not a professional camera. And plus, they did some editing. They got editing on theirs, okay? This one doesn't have any editing on it. And it's good. And it tastes better. Guarantee it tastes better. You're right. I was looking at a different picture when I did when I was a different recipe. Because there's multiple recipes for it. I was looking at a different recipe last time. And they said to cut them in chunks. Just when julienne's it. I guess if you julienne it, it looked a little bit better. But I like chunky. I like the thicky. Everybody loves a little bit of thicky, okay? When it's too skinny, there's no meat to it. No heft. No girth. You gotta have a little bit of something hanging on the bones, you know? This is good. This is like a homey meal. It's not like knock your socks off, super complex flavors or anything like that. But it's like comforting. Very comforting food. Almost like a chicken noodle. Simple flavors, but done well. I mess with it. It looks so butt is gonna send you back to Temu. You come back on Twitch when you know you gotta cook your Indian sandwich. I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing this for over 2 years now. And my skills haven't got much better. I will not lie to you. I don't know if cooking is for me. But I like to try. I'm sorry, chef. Yes, chef. I would say I'm slowly getting better, but emphasis on slowly. For sure. Well, Sleepy said that his grandma could do better and she's dead. So that kind of trumps a blind person. Quote from Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, but you quoted it. So you know who said it. You jerk. You can't be like, oh, Gordon Ramsay said it. Oh, you said it to me. This guy. Not wrong though. It's appropriate. The idiot sandwich show, you know? I'm gonna rip that actually. I'm gonna rip that. Steal the idiot. Hopefully he doesn't have that trademark. Knowing Gordon Ramsay, he probably has the idiot sandwich trademark somewhere. You already made that insult. You can't say the same insult twice. It don't hit the same. Don't think I didn't recognize that. Okay? You used the same joke twice. Oh. Hold on. Do I finish this first? Food looks fire. Thank you. Thank you. One person in here who says the food looks good. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Oh, dang. I didn't call you. Yes, chef. Sorry, chef. Sorry. All right. All right, Tony. Just because you came in here, told me my food looks good, I was going to finish this first, but I'm scared if I finish this, I'm going to mess up. Looks the way it looks. That's what I'm saying. It looks just like the picture. I showed the picture. It looks just like the picture. Tony over there lying about the homemade pizza, the homemade DiGiorno. All right. All right. Do we do this? Is there a reason for me to do this? Like, this chip is from 2022. The last one I did, it was not good. You know he got the pre-made crust. Oh my, that's the level 1, my dude. Prep. Read by the episodes of Kitchen Diverse. Oh my god. Make an event out of it. What kind of event am I supposed to make out of this? I can make it a goal, some kind of goal or something. I don't know if I'll make an event out of it. Do I eat that today then? When do I eat it? Like, this is for Sleepy, the one pepper, uno pepper. I'll already give it. All right, I'll just eat a pepper. All right, we'll save this for. I'll think of something. I'll think of something to do something with this on. I don't have anything like. Oh, actually, I have some Mexican crema still. I do have some Mexican crema still, just in case. But that's all I got dairy wise. I don't have anything else. I will get messed up if I ate that. Okay, I'll save it. I'll save it. I don't know what kind of event I would do. Or I don't think I'll die. I don't think I'll die. I think I'll be fine. The best buy date is 3/19/2023. It's been 2 years. It's been marinating for 2 years. Since past its due date. It's okay though. It's all right. It's all right. You've eaten worse expired food. You are not wrong. You are not wrong at all. All right, here's a pepper. Here's a pepper. This one's like orange. You're right though. I bet you this, if I were to sell this, like this specific one, it probably costs a decent amount of money. Hold on, let me Google it real quick, actually. What was it? Packquill one chip. They don't even got it for sale. They don't even got it for sale. Like this specific one. That's actually surprising. Charizard cheese. Bro. Don't start with the rice and Cheetos, okay? Whoever eats rice and Cheetos need to go and jump into a ravine and find some diamonds in Minecraft. Alright. Yeah. Since you over there sick, should definitely rest up. Hopefully you enjoyed your eggs. Hold on. Amazon gotta have it, right? Somebody gotta be trying to sell it. Have you tried Chinese pork? I love Chinese pork. Chinese pork is delicious. I think I made it one time. I made char siu, which is good. I enjoy char siu. But I've also tried the pork belly one, or my barbecue pork. Oh my god, so delicious. Gotta wait for Chris. I don't think she can. I'm taking it with me to Wisconsin in September. That's what I'm gonna do. Taking it with me to Milwaukee, and then we all eat it there. Kind of want some hot Cheetos and cream cheese. Get out of here with that. I'll get Rags to eat it with me. I'm getting somebody to eat it with me. Anna will eat it with me. Somebody will eat it with me. Guaranteed. I still haven't figured out. I was thinking about buying my tickets this weekend. I'm gonna buy like one-way ticket there and then one-way ticket back. So we can choose another hot sauce. We're gonna take that one. Kimmy? Are you trying to say kimchi? I don't know what kimmy is. I'll get somebody to eat it with me. I don't know how long I want to stay in Milwaukee. I was thinking about staying in Milwaukee for like at least a week. Just to kick it with everybody while I'm down there. Say hi to everybody. Because last time I was there for like a week, but I didn't do anything while I was there. So definitely might stay for a little bit longer. Huck's wedding is in September 20th. So I was thinking about coming around like the 18th. And then staying for the weekend plus another week. So I'll leave like a week and a half later. So somewhere around there. Haven't fully decided yet, but it's definitely in September. Because, you know, prices are getting kind of high. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys want to do stuff that week, let me know. And maybe I'll stay longer. Otherwise, if you guys aren't even going to be in town or you guys are going to be busy that week, I don't know. Me and Rags gonna do the Lady and the Tramp with the chip. Go make it pretty. China is trying to take over Asia, claiming big part of territory as part of China's empire. Yeah, China and Russia are going crazy with the imperialism right now. China's trying to claim parts of India, fighting with India, and then they're also trying to claim parts of Russia. At least the eastern part of it. You're Ukrainian. Ah, that is why you like the Black Lagoon. I got you. Even though that's not Ukrainian, but it's close. Very close. But you're in Norway. You're in, I was going to say, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, Chef. A lot of the people who watch me actually are from Europe. I don't know how I have cultivated a viewership of many people from Europe, but hey, is what it is. I definitely appreciate it nonetheless, for sure. That is a stereotype. I'm sorry if that is a stereotype. Not trying to be stereotypical or racist. I've been around Sleepy too much and his racism. I apologize. Ugh. Yeah, you do. I know. I was just talking about it. How there are protests right now going around in LA. But I want to go to LA because there's a couple things there that I want to go watch. There's a Lisa concert that's going on in LA right now that I really want to go to. But with everything that's going on, especially this month, I don't know if it's a good idea or if Lisa's even to go there at this point. Just because of the turmoil that they got going on down there. It's always been bad. It has always been bad, but it's right now it's like all time bad. All time bad. My president is a Oompa Loompa. You're not wrong. I knew exactly what you were saying, even though none of the words were actually correct. I just want to see someone get pepper sprayed. They were flashbanging people there, which is crazy. I don't know about pepper spray, but the pepper spray, flashbang, that stuff is crazy. I would go protest too, but no. I gotta represent my Mexican people, my people of color, my brown, purple, green people. Gotta represent all of us, you know. You a two with no money. You right. You right. I knew exactly what you were saying, though, Chef. Okay, Chef? I knew exactly what you were saying. But you are correct. You are correct. Definitely is a Oompa Loompa. Yeah. Where's Bear? Like, is that a show? Every time I say chef, it reminds you of that. I would think I would remind you of like a Gordon Ramsay show. Bear Gillis? Bear. Oh! I've seen I've seen clips of it. Never knew what show it was from. There we go.
But that meat connect?
Oh, that's loud. Whoops.
$12.50 for that on eBay.
Chef, no, please do not touch that. That's my pot. Everybody knows.
That's her pot.
Not system. System, baby.
System. This is your brother's house. I was running it fine without him. Why didn't he leave it to you then?
That's just like me.
Don't wipe your hands on your apron, chef.
Chef. I refer to everybody as chef because it's a sign of respect.
You can put it on now.
Behind.
How you go past the family test? Delicious or impressive?
Delicious is impressive.
Word.
Yo, thumbs up. I just never had plátanos with like grass on it.
Platanos.
We have to change the chemistry.
I thought this show was less wholesome for some reason. All the clips that I've seen did not make it seem like it's like wholesome like this is.
This is a delicate ecosystem, and it's held together by a shared history, love.
I have every intention of turning this into a respectable place of business. Eventually.
Time to try the new sandwiches.
Yo, this looks different.
What do you think?
It's redundant and white, just like you.
Dang, that hurt. Redundant. Okay, I've never seen that. Never seen that. But I've seen clips of it. It is super wholesome. I did not expect that. All the clips that I've seen of it has been like crazy and hectic, and I could see that, but like never thought the show itself would be that wholesome. You want a pet bear to ride around. Don't we all, man? Don't we all? As long as they're nice. It's The Bear. It's a good series. Ice is new. Shut Stoffel. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means at all. Like, if I would have known it was that nice, I might have been inclined to watch it. But I don't watch TV shows like that no more. Ice is new Schnutzstaffel Nazi SS. I don't know what any of that means. I really hope you're not making me say something that's really bad. I should be more cautious of what I'm reading. I mean, half of that seems like it was a little bit of English. All right. This is actually quite good. I'm gonna eat a little bit more and I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish this. I shall finish this one. Bye. Next week, we do Greece. I saw lamb shank. I have no idea how I would do that. I will try. I'll look it up. I don't think I can find lamb anywhere though, like lamb shank. Isn't baklava Turkish? I'm not crazy. I know Turkish delight is Turkish. I'm gonna look it up. Baklava. It's a special military group in Nazi Germany, had control of the Nazi camps. What in the world? Anno makes a good chicken kebab gyro sandwich thing. Pretty good. He makes it? Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from kebab because that's like too stereotypical. That's too on the nose, I guess you can say. I want to try something different that is like a little less known. It's about learning. Oh yeah. You mentioned that. You mentioned that, chef. I saw that, chef. I didn't know what it was, but I don't know why you mentioned it here. So it comes from the Mongolian root bale or bala to tie with a Turkish verbal ending. It's a Mongolian Turk. It says it's from Persia more than anything. But that does not seem like Greece. There's Algeria, Syria, Armenian, Azerbaijan, Balkan. Oh, there's a Greek version of it. Ooh, yeah, there is a Greek version of it. Iran and Turkey and Uzbek. But there is a Greek version of it. I don't think I've ever had the Greek version. Maybe I have. Haven't had Greek food in a long time, honestly. I actually have a gyro, a halal guys here. I guess it's halal, not Greek. Yeah, I got it mixed up. Sorry. I was thinking of like guy rolls or year rolls, whatever you call it. Have you tried to make baklava? It's very hard. No, I have not tried it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. It seems very difficult. Especially when it comes to baking. It's baking, right? I feel like it's not really like cooking. It's more baking. I'm bad at baking. I'm trying to get better at it, but it sounds horrible. I'll put it on the list as one of the things that to look at. I'll look at it on Friday. On Friday, I'll be looking up like what ingredients I need or what kind of how to make it, I guess. What ingredients, what I want to make on Friday, and then we'll go from there. Really, it's next week we're doing Greek. Friday, I'll look up what exactly I'm gonna make, and that seems difficult, but we'll see how difficult it actually is. We'll watch some videos or something to get a little bit an idea of how it's gonna be made. But okay, I will finish this up. My stomach is bubbling now because of that pepper that Sleepy made me eat. But yeah, next week we landed on Greeks. We'll be back. Yeah, I'm still working on a few things, but I'm trying to make some new stuff. I might have a new video out maybe sometime this week if I feel good. If I don't feel good, then probably not. I'm still working on it though. All right, I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you guys so very much. It is time for a nap after I eat. But I'll see you guys. Night. Bye.